All right, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, May 8th, I believe. It's definitely Friday. Hope you guys have had a good week. Hope you got all your work done. Hope you had some fun with your family. Now we're going to jump into foundations here. It might be a shorter lesson. We're going to do a little story time activity at the end that I will give you some extra time for. So let's hop right into some of our reciting. So I'll go over our sound cards, and remember to be my echo. I will say the letter, keyword, sound, and you will repeat it back. So follow the cursor. Start right at the top. A, apple, A. We'll go all the way to the bottom. Z, zebra, Z. T, top, T. F, fun, F. And right next to that is E, ed, E. Let's go diagonally. Then we have J, jug, J. O, octopus, ah.
What?
U, up, M, man, M. Good. Now let's do the three middle ones here for our digraphs. CH, chin, ch. SH, ship, sh. And TH, thumb, th. These are our R-controlled vowels. I'm going to skip over these today. You guys want to go back and take a look at these on your own. You can pause it and recite them if you think you need some practice. We go right into our vowel teams, and I'm going to run right down the row. First, we're going to do AI, bait, A. EE, jeep, E. Where's my cursor? OI, coin, oi. OA, boat, O. OU, trout, ow. Remember, OU has more than one sound, right? Because we could say OU, soup, oo. And lastly, down here we have AU, August, aw. I hope you can see that. My screen has a little square around it on the inside that I'm sure you can't see. It shows me what you're recording. I don't know if it's cutting off at the bottom there. Let's stretch it out a little bit. No. Let's see what happens. It's usually not there. Some of our welded sounds. Do a couple fast. We have AM, ham, am. Now, when you see these cards and you see the words here that are inside these two slashes, that's the way it sounds. When there's no slashes, those are the letters that are spelled. So A and G, fang. And when you see these two things together, that's when you these two slashes, you know that's how you have to put the sound together. Ang. So with our welded sounds, a lot of the times, they're the same. INK, pink, ink. Not a lot of tricks to them. You just have to put those sounds together. Welded sounds just sound better, kind of glued together, kind of said almost as one. But here's our one difference there. ALL, ball, all. And that's just a fancy way to make that sound. Is that O? All right, so here's what we're going to do today. We're going to read this story. I'm hoping that it's not cut off on you now that I'm seeing this square around here. Maybe I'll just have to do that. I don't know why this is happening. I don't think it usually does, or maybe it just never really mattered. But we'll try. We'll see what we can do. We'll try our best. All right, so I'm going to read the story first. And then I'm going to explain to you, then you're going to read it on your own. I want you to focus on these lines, these chunking lines. Some people recognize them. People in my class probably will. Mrs. Hodges' class, I don't know how often you've done these, so maybe you recognize them from the last time we did one of these. But that's kind of how you want to chunk your words, your sentences. You want to read this group, that group, that group. So it kind of gives you a rhythm to practice your fluency. So I would say, instead of saying hopscotch is lots of fun, it was invented a long time ago, blah, 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 blah. I kind of want to break it up a little bit. Punctuation marks help you do that, the period, the comma, but sometimes they don't have punctuation. So you want to be able to break it up on your own. So I'll start at the top. Title, Hopscotch. Hopscotch is lots of fun. It was invented a long, long time ago. It was not a fun game at that time. It was used to make the men in the British Army stronger. There were lots of boxes in the old hopscotches. The hopscotch could be hundreds of feet long. The men had to hop, and all the boxes with their, the men had to hop and all their boxes with their splendid armor on. The strongest and fastest men finished first. The men who did not finish got upset. They knew they would be punished. The British children wanted to mimic the men in the army. They made their own hopscotches. Theirs were not as long as the ones the men used. They tossed small rocks onto the boxes and hopped to the end. When the children played, it was all for fun. Even now, there are children who think hopscotch is a blast. You guys might even play hopscotch at home, in your yard or on your sidewalk. So I want you now to go back and I want you to read it yourself. You could read it out loud. You could read it silently. You can ask somebody in the house to read along with you if someone can. I know you might get a couple of words cut off over here, but just do your best. All right, if you have to skip a word, I think the words that are there you could figure out without them. But after you read it, close your eyes. Think about what the passage is trying to tell you. And we've done this before where you close your eyes and you think about, what the passage might look like. Making a movie about it in your head is what we've talked about. So just try and draw a picture in your head of what these scenes look like. And then after you do that, move on. And I want you to create a storyboard for the story. Now, you don't have to do it with this paper. Get your own piece of paper and just divide it into 3 squares like you have here. And put little tinier rectangles underneath it so that you can write a little thing in there. And once your paper is divided into 3 sections, I want you to show me what movie you see in your mind when you're reading and listening to Hopscotch. So draw 3 events from the story. You want to make a note of what is happening after you draw it underneath. It doesn't have to be something long written. Just write something quickly. And make sure your storyboards, your squares, your pictures are in the order that they happened in the story. All right, so you want to use this. I did 3 on purpose because 3, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I know it's a short section. It's a short story, so you're going to have to really dig a little bit and kind of divide it up on your own. All right, so go back, read the story again if you need to. Take a look, and have some fun drawing it the way you think it looks. All right, draw, color it, add on whatever you like, make it fancy. Have some fun with it. All right, and that's foundations for today. So move on. So after you finish that, go on to Lexia. Get started there. And enjoy the rest of your Friday, and have a nice weekend.